Good everyone, and welcome to today's live trading session. This is the 2nd of August 2023. So I'll be looking over some things. In our previous sessions, I expected a bullish retracement, but as to this broker, Owanda actually showed me that I had equal lows here. As at these lows, that was why I still expected a rundown before we went up. But on other brokers, I saw that this was actually, it was taken out. So let me show you. So now, as at on this broker, I saw that they made a sell side liquidity run before we went up. But as to DXY on my broker, which is Owanda, I actually saw that they were equal lows. So it confused me. I'm thinking that I should expect a rundown before we went up. But as it happened, we have seen that previous daily highs have been taken out constantly. So we even looked at this point here to validate our longs being initiated. So we saw that it took it out, was filling up the imbalance that was being created, filled it up, entered into this vacuum gap here we have here, and made a retracement down towards a bullish order block and so a fair value gap here. So it filled a bullish order block here and used that one as an end of manipulation candle, taking out the previous daily candles high and low, then when going up. So when we have this candle in place, as we know, we stop looking at the downside because they have cleared out the liquidity to the up and to the down. So the buyers and the sellers have been cleared out in the marketplace. Now they reaccumulate for more buys, bullish order block, and they continue their buys. So as of this week, I expect that the market should start selling down, but as to where it will start selling down, that's what I want to be able to tell you as of today. So we have come into this range, our current dealing range. We have come into this range, and I expect that this place should cause the sensitivity for the market to go down and begin to make another lower low. So this is already at a premium, but I still expect another raid before we go down. So as for this week, I want the market to actually come out and take out this low first of all. I want the market to come down and take out this low first of all. We know that we have our invalidation marked here. X marks the spot. So we have come to a weekly low and a weekly bearish order block. And now, particularly, I'm looking at this mitigation block here, these two red candles, to be able to call the shots going down. But I still want to see that the market goes to raid previous high, and if possible, go into this fair value gap here I have here. So if possible, go into this fair value gap. So as at this current time, I'm actually sitting on the sidelines waiting for my expectations to be met in price before I engage. So this is what I'm expecting, and I expect it to come and take out this low I have here. So let me just mark it here. So this is my expectation. This is my expectation because as of this week, I want to ensure that they have taken our previous weekly high and previous weekly low. We saw last week high come up here. This was last week high, and we have taken it out. So yes, we know that in higher time frames, mostly one part of the previous higher time frame candle is being rated, but sometimes too we see that it takes out the both sides, the high and the low. So when it is being done on a higher time frame, it tells us that it is an end of manipulation. So what I'm just trying to say now, if you look at this time frame, you see that most times the market took out only one part of the previous candles, high or low. Now in this candle, it took out this green candle, took out this red candle's low. This new one now took out this candle's high. This one took out the high. This one stayed in the range. This one took out the low. This one took out the high. This one took out the high, and so forth like that. So in the event that you see a candle take out a high and a low, it tells you that it's an end of manipulation. What does that mean? It tells you that they are covering one part of the previous candle's high or low. So this candle now, when it took out this other red, when Tuesday 30th May 2023 took out 29th May 2023 high and low, it told us that they are now covering one part of the range, as in they are no longer accumulating or distributing one part of the previous candle's range. So this candle now, these new candles high and low, it tells us that one part of it is being protected. And as you saw here, they were protecting the downside with respect to institutional order flow. So they still had a higher time frame objective in the weekly time frame that was being seen here. So let me just, so this is a rejection block. So they still had a rejection block that was being sought out after as point of fair value for them on a higher time frame basis. So they still sought this point as a point of fair value. So as at when they made an end of manipulation candle, taking out these candles high and low by this candle, now they were now protecting this downside. So if you were trading this day, when I did 30th, 31st March, in line with order flow, you should be able to buy here. You put your stop loss here and look to raid out this high, and it goes to fair value. The same thing happens across board. When you backtest it long enough, you're going to see that it is so unique. Now, look at this candle now. It took out this candle's high and low by this candle. Now, that means in line with order flow, they have changed the tides of the market. They have taken out the low, the technical low. That means they have changed the tide of the market because they have reached the fair valuation and now they are going short. So the order flow now is now bearish. So as they took out this high and this low, it tells you that they are protecting one part of the previous candles range, high and low. So where is that? It's high because they are going short. So they went short. You would have bought, you would have sold here as the day opened in that London session, early London session. You would have sold here and look to take profit below this low. So it came here, rejection block, took it out. So, and they were taking previous candles lows and going down and like that. It's like that. So if you be able to see this, you're going to see that this it works all the way. This candle too, they have taken out the liquidity here and they took out liquidity here, low and high. So this is the candle we are looking at for that they are protecting. So because of order flow now is bearish and have taken out the liquidity that was being sought, the reason for their rally up. So this new candle, if you take out the previous candles low, and you see it with speed, large red candle, because institutional order flow is being initiated. The market makers have come into play. So they go out with high volume. You see it's spilled down. So that's just what you have been experiencing. Same thing happened here too, that I just pointed out to you. They came to a bullish order block after taking out candle high and low, end of manipulation. So buy up and all the way. So I expect an end of manipulation on the weekly time frame. So let me show you how that will look like. So I expect this new weekly candle to take out the high. They have taken it out, and I want it to come back and take out the low. We have gotten to a bearish order block here and a premium part of the range. So I expect the shorts anytime soon. I expect the shorts anytime soon. So I'm seeing liquidity, as I told you, above this high. and into here. So let's look at Euro USD. What do we have for the Euro USD? Euro USD, I'm seeing the liquidity below this low. So this is where I am looking at. This is where I'm looking at as my point of interest. We have bullish order block here. This is a weekly order block open, and we have lows here. We have lows here. Lows. Yeah. So this is it's a nice spot for a sell side liquidity raid, because I want them to come and raid this and go up. So I want to see something like this. I want to see something like this. They take it out and they go up. So that is my expectation. So I expect a 1 week end of manipulation candle is being expected. But as at to here, we have gone to rejection block and we have taken our previous daily high today, currently. So the market is what we have here. So if I see, this is my long-term expectation, no doubt. But if I see the market do something like this, if I see the market do something like this, I'll wait for a retracement and I'll keep buying up. I will not wait. I will not wait for this again, because it has showed me a market shift, a shift in market structure. So those are my expectations for today. So it actually needs it to confluence with the dollar, and the confluences need to actually be on the spot. It's not something I'm not going to say buy or sell. No, we wait for this to come in view, then we buy, or we wait for this to come in view and we buy again. But I want to be a buyer of Euro USD as of today. Then the CAD JPY. Now, CAD JPY also has come into a discount, but I want to see something on the JPY index to be able to let me take this trade. Okay. So I want the JPY to dip into this place before I can be able to take the trade on CAD JPY. So it's already showing me the confluence. It's already showing me the confluence that it is time to go. It is time to go, everyone. It is time to go. So 62% retracement, 70.5. So we have our daily level being met. This is a bullish order block. So this I want to buy here, our protective stop. Then I want it to reach for these highs as a long term. But as short-term traders, you know that you don't want large stops, large stop loss. So you have to frame it in a way that actually suits your position. So just below this low will be a nice spot. So the maximum stop is here. So let me take this off. So that's what I'm currently watching in the markets now. I want to be able to buy this up. The JPY index, this is, if it gets to this point, preferably would be a nicer setup to take for the CAD JPY. So if it gets to this point, preferably, because I want to look at a daily level. So the bearish order block for the daily came here, below came here. So that is the bearish order block came here. So it will be more advisable to wait for the trade to reach up onto this point. If it gets up onto here, I want to engage on the euro, on the CAD JPY, sorry to say. And we know that we have a projection. We have a fair value gap here. So anywhere around this point is a sweet spot. This is a sweet spot to actually start selling the JPY index. So we'll just wait for that to be seen on, we'll just wait for that to be seen on JPY before we engage here. We don't want to rush things. We don't want to come into the market and be rushing to take a trade. So preferably at the point where it should dip into that level on the JPY index, the CAD JPY should be here. Enter into the 1 hour fair value gap, and we look to buy. So that is our expectation for today. I'm focusing on Euro USD and CAD JPY. So this is our level. In here is our sweet spot to take the trade for a sell. So in here is our sweet spot to take a trade for a sell for CAD JPY. For CAD JPY, yes. So we want to sell JPY index and buy. Want to buy the CAD JPY and sell the JPY index. So that is our expectation for today. Let's just be able to track this so that we'll know. So once we have this going, we know that we see our confirmations. Once this is being taken out, sorry. So you can see the reason for the rejection here, and old low was taken on the weekly time frame and into this bullish order block, rather. So the reaction is very much, but we want to wait until we get to here before we start to buy. So once we get this and the market takes out all these lows, it tells us that it's now the confirmation for us to go and take out this low finally. So this is where our confirmation lies for this pair. So let's just be able to track that the Euro USD and the CAD JPY. So let's be able to look out for. I gave this form of scenario 1, and the second one. The second one was if we do something like this, we will look to buy at this point and begin to hunt for the market to go up. So these are the two scenarios I'm looking out for, either this or this. Either this or this for the Euro. Then for the CAD JPY, I want to wait for the JPY index to be able to dip into that point, and we start buying the CJ. So anywhere it is as at that point, that's where I will start buying the CJ. So let's just look out for that and monitor it. I'll see you next time. I remain your favorite mentor. I will say please do well to like, subscribe, and also comment on this so that I get to bring up more content for you to watch. I love you, and I want to see you in the next lesson. Thank you very much.